My overall take on the halftime show is this. Do I listen to Bad Bunny? No. Do I dislike Bad Bunny? No. I'm kind of indifferent. Have I ever really been like excited about a halftime show? Honestly, like 4 years ago when it was like the Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, I thought that was pretty cool because that was like my kind of what I grew up listening to as a kid. And I think it's all, at least with me, music and seeing a concert or anything like that, it's all relative to like the vibe of the situation. Like I remember watching that Super Bowl halftime show with the Dr. Dre and the Snoop Dogg. I was on vacation. I was on like a rooftop pool in Arizona. The sun was out, had a couple drinks in me, and I was vibing to it. I thought it was a great show. I thought it was awesome. You know, yesterday I had to watch, you know, a half of my team getting stomped into the ground in the Super Bowl. So by halftime, it was 9-0. But anyone who watches football really kind of understood that the Patriots seemed to be outclassed already from top to bottom. We looked like we couldn't figure it out. So going into the Bad Bunny halftime show, I was pissed off. I was in a bad mood already. So it's like waiting at the DMV and then having a stand-up comedian come in 2 hours into your wait and tries to crack jokes. You're just like, dude, I'm not in the mood for this. That was my personal experience. I didn't think it was a bad performance. You know, if I was 4 years ago on the rooftop pool listening to the Bad Bunny, I would have had a great time. I would have thought it was awesome. It's all relative. I was just in, 12-degree New England weather. It was dark out. My Patriots were getting stomped out. So I was just kind of sitting on the couch waiting for it to get over so I can watch the second half. That was my take. I saw a lot of people saying they switched over to the Kid Rock Turning Point USA concert.
Which got like 10 million views if you added up.
Got like 10 million views. Personally, I didn't watch it. I saw clips on Twitter of it. I thought it was kind of a cringe fest. I'm not, to be honest with you, 100%. I don't listen to Kid Rock or Bad Bunny. But if I was out with my friends, we're out at the pool, at the beach, golfing, and the two options were let's go listen to Kid Rock or let's listen to Bad Bunny, I'm going to choose Bad Bunny, personally. That's my personal opinion. But my synopsis was, it was an interesting watch. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was divisive like everyone thought it was going to be. I think the people were being kind of petty, saying that they were going to refuse to watch it just because he didn't speak Spanish. He didn't speak English. And I just, my overall take of the Super Bowl was it wasn't nearly as political, in my opinion, as I thought it was going to be. So I thought it was, it was just another halftime show. I'm never really too excited about Super Bowl halftime shows. It's not really, I don't switch to Disney Channel and critique the shows because it's not meant for me. Like, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not Hispanic. Everyone that knows me knows I love Hispanic food. That's literally my number one. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But that's my take. I was just indifferent. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's just not for me. But if I was like hanging out by the pool or something, I would have probably vibed.
Let's go the facts here. It's going to be the most watched halftime show ever in the history of
for
America.
a long time. At
least.
It
will be. Yeah. That's the first.
There's like 150 million people watched.
Roger Goodell in the NFL want ratings.
And they're trying to expand outside of America too.
And first of all, do you think the Janet Jackson nipple thing was by mistake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So these halftime shows, they're trying to make them more and more. Because first of all, if you ask anyone before, like a lot of the stuff, most people didn't even watch the halftime stuff. That was a chance to go get you had a pizza party, you had all that stuff. Break. You're talking, And then, you had Aerosmith, all these kind of bands out there. It was some people who really wanted to watch it, but they never really sounded the greatest and anything like that. So it's all about ratings. NFL is all about it. Like you just said, you have a game in Mexico City once a year now, right?
They're expanding to like 12 games
in London. They want to expand outside the United States. You have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
I see commercials in Spanish all the time. Do I go in a rage? Like, I don't understand what this guy's saying.
Yeah.
Breaking news, America, if you want to get ahead in America, be bilingual, right? Now, maybe you can say, hey, I'm going to turn this because I don't understand what he's singing, but I never even heard of Bad Bunny until like 6 months ago. And he pushed back in a funny way. He was like, hey, guys, you got 6 months to learn Spanish, right? I thought it was kind of funny, right? Because he like gets people out there. I personally never heard the guy before this. I'm sure he's way more popular than anyone out there.
Oh, he's like one of the most popular guys, famous people on earth right now.
I thought the show, I didn't watch the whole thing because I went and did other things, and I did switch over to Turning Point just to see what they were doing over there, and it was mostly country music.
Yeah.
But I went back, and it was very creative the way the halftime show was going. It's the most creative I've seen.
The production was excellent, yeah.
So I don't have a negative review, and I think it's all about money. Everything is always about money. If you think it's not, then you're not living in the real world. It's about money. It's going to be the highest rated show in the history of shows. Bad Bunny is, if you're hating on that guy, he's going to be. You probably seen The Simpsons, and it shows the guy, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's like says something controversial. He's like, how much did you get paid for the movie? He's like, I got an airplane and I got $20 million. Like, how do you sleep at night? He's like, on a bed of money with 2 naked chicks. And it's like, that's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He's sleeping with, I thought it was creative. I thought it was fine. I had no deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, again, dude, if next year if they have Taylor Swift as the halftime show, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. Sometimes I do because my wife loves her. I'm not going to I don't know. I just get so annoyed when I see all every year there's always those people that just hate on the halftime show just because it's not their favorite band or whatever it is. They just want to hate on the youngest generation's music or whatever it is.
But I also thought it was very smart on Turner Point USA's to do something to get 10 million views on YouTube. You know how much money you make on YouTube and stuff? 10 million views. They probably got all kinds of, new followers and all that. They both won.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a loser on this.
No, I don't think. Actually, if there was a loser in this, I would say it's the Republican Party, right? I mean,
the whining. So Trump comes out and says, "Worst show
quote.
ever," and he just and he probably never even watched it. Did he even go?
No, he wasn't there.
Like he didn't even go, right? And then Turner Point whined that he didn't go to their event. It's like, guys, you got a layup here, and you're just like doing
yeah.
airball.
I think we were just talking before the show. Like it's all about owning the culture in politics, right? So I was just saying before we started recording that, I felt like leading up to the previous presidential election that the conservative movement, the Trump movement had that culture war won. After he got shot, people were openly starting to support him, celebrities, podcasters, things like that. Right now with the whole ICE thing going on and the there just seems to be the culture is shifting towards the left.
I agree and disagree, and I'll give you where I agree with you on most of that. I disagree is since the ICE stuff last year and this year, Hispanic support for Trump is up 14%.
What poll is that? What is that? Is that like a...
It's a recent poll. I think I don't want to say it was CNN, but it was because CNN I've been following because it's easy to bring up CNN because then the left won't crush you so much because it's like, hey, it's CNN or it's MSNBC. But I believe it was a nonpartisan poll, and it was based on the same polls of his election polling. So it's like Gov USA, one of those kind of things. He's underwater for white and black, even though his support for black Americans has gone up. He's the only one that has a higher 50% approval rate is Hispanics. And there was so that part I think he won. And then you go do this at the halftime, you probably lost 5% of that.
Yeah.
Like half of that. Because the Hispanics are like, yes, we believe we're here legally and we're glad you're getting rid of the neighbors that are drug dealers and that kind of stuff, but you're probably grabbing too many. And then you go on and goes, worst halftime show ever.
Yeah.
And they're all like, dude, I was just on board with you, right?